All right, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the podcast, guys. Welcome back to another stream. Glad you guys are here to join me today. But yeah, before we get started, let's talk about where you can find me and what we're doing going forward. So guys, follow me on Instagram at blackdiamondpod. Follow me on YouTube at blackdiamondpod. And yeah, check me out. Staying consistent, guys. I'm dropping streams, going live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30. So tap in now while you still can, while I'm still building my fan base, because we're only going up from here. You know, we're not slowing down. We're only going to progress from here. And yeah, you know, we're going to keep attracting more viewers, keep putting out more content, and I'm going to give you that raw opinion that you love so much, right? So, yeah, you see the title today. We're going to be talking about: would you rather be in a forest with a man or a bear, right? But before we even get into that, man, I want to. This is going to be a solo stream today, guys. There's going to be no guest on, so we're still working out the kinks on that. But once we get that ironed out, trust me, that's going to be consistent as well. So, get to hear my opinions, hear my voice on this stream, and we won't go on too long, right? We'll keep it nice and short, and we'll get straight to the point. But yeah, guys, if you guys don't know, I'm in New York. I'm 29, and I'm dating right now. And what I can tell you from the dating market is that if you're in a relationship or if you have somebody, stay with that person because there is nothing out here. All right. There's nothing out here on these streets.
He belongs to the streets.
All right. There's only demons, rejection, and sadness. All right. There's nothing out here. So if you got someone special to you, got someone close to you right now, lock them down, man. Lock them in because ain't shit out here. All right. So yeah, man, this topic kind of highlights what we're going through as men. And if there's any men right now who are going through the same thing in a situation where they're finding not necessarily attracting women hard, but I would say dating the right type of woman is actually a lot harder. Um, if you put in the work and you became attractive and you built yourself up, you go to the gym 3 days a week at minimum, you got your money on point, you have some disposable income, you have charisma, you know how to talk, you mastered the English language, you mastered tonality, you mastered public speaking, you're confident when you talk, then you're not really going to have an issue attracting women, right? But where the issue comes into play is the issue is attracting quality women, right? Like non-thoughts, right? We don't want thoughts, we don't want hoes, none of that. We don't want 3 or 4s, none of that. We want to attract quality women. And that's the real struggle when it comes to dating, right? Because there's a lot of guys right now who want to be in relationships, who want to be committed to somebody or multiple people. And yeah, finding that quality woman is just not as easy as people make it seem, you know? I like to break it down into two main categories. You got that girl who's really into you. She plays on all your signals, I would say, right? She shows high interest in you. And then you have the other women who are interested in you, but they're also not going to give you the same level of attention, right? Or they're dating multiple people. Those kind of the two categories that I'm seeing right now, where you have a group of women who like to date multiple men, and it's because their expectations and standards are probably so high that they can't find what they want in just one guy, so they have to date multiple men to keep their to get everything that they want out of a man, they have to date multiple guys. And then you have those high interest women. And of course, the high interest woman is typically what you're going to go for because, reciprocation. Above all, you want reciprocation. You want someone who's going to reciprocate that energy, not only financially, but just play on what your value is, right? You want somebody who's going to reciprocate that back to you. And but with that, there's some downfalls with that as well. Typically, when you have someone who's very high interest in you and they're not interested in entertaining other guys, this is not always, this is just most of the time what you're going to get is that they're probably not as attractive. They're probably on the more cuter of the scale instead of the baddies, right? And then when you do get the baddies, right, the baddies are going to come with a lot of issues. They're going to come with other guys who are constantly after them. They're going to come with clout chasing. They're going to want to come with attention seeking. So those are just some of the two categories and groups that we're seeing a lot of the women in right now. Well, I'm seeing a lot of the women. Well, actually, I would say guys in general. Because I talked to multiple guys, and we're definitely facing the same thing. I don't know what it is. This is a high quality woman scarcity right now. So this is why I say if you do have a woman who, may not be the baddest, but she listens to you. She plays on your values. She shows high interest in you. She shows interest in what you do. Most importantly, like you could love to watch paint dry as long as your girl likes to do that with you and she's interested in what you want to do. Lock it down, man. Because there's not many of that out here on these streets, man. A lot of these girls,
She belongs to the streets.
they just belong to the streets, man. Their expectations and what they believe have been so diluted and so convoluted by social media and dating apps that they're not going to be able to just settle down on one guy. Or if they do, that one guy's is going to be so elite. And we all know when you reach that top echelon of guy, he's going to have multiple girls. So they're going to have an issue with that as well. Right? But, if you're out here dating right now, lockdown, if you're not dating, right? If you're with somebody who holds you down, treats you right, shows you that respect, reciprocates your love languages, man, hold on to it because that's just rare. So, yeah, guys, if you want to hear any about my dating stories, I need you to like the video. I need you to subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get my numbers up so I can give you guys more content, but I need people to tune into the stream. So tune into the stream, get the numbers up, leave a like, leave a comment. I'm also looking for some editors. I'm looking for some people who can help me push my content, grow my content, grow the guests that I want to bring on as well. So if you know anybody who can do those things, send me an email. I'm always scoping out my emails for new topics and just new ideas and things like that. But we're definitely going to be growing, guys. I definitely have some plans coming up. So stay tuned for that. We are being consistent. Even though I don't have a guest tonight, guys, I'm staying consistent. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune in, don't slack. Leave a like, show some love, show some hate, whatever you want to do. If you hate my opinions, you hate my opinions. If you love my opinions, you love my opinions. If there's something about me that you don't like, right? Switch the camera too. There's something about me you don't like. You want to talk shit about me? Talk shit about me, man. You want to send me an email? You want to get in? You have a topic you want to debate? Let me know. I'm here for it, man. I'm all here for it. We're not fucking stopping, though. We are not stopping, bro. We are only steamrolling through this streamer shit. We're only going to keep growing from here on out. All right, we're only going to keep growing. So let's get into this topic. Change this up. Let's get into this topic. Would you rather be in a forest with a man or a bear? All right. So where did this start? This started as a TikTok or internet challenge with the question being asked women if you would rather be stuck in the forest with a man or a bear. All right. Would women rather be stuck in the forest with a man or a bear? Now you would think, like I did, what the obvious answer is, right? Man. But overwhelmingly, women have picked to be stuck in the forest with a bear. And that surprised me, honestly. That really just surprised me. Because I don't think most men could fight off a bear, but women would rather choose to be stuck in the forest with a bear.
Stupid.
I don't know how that makes sense, but let's get into this video. We got a video we want to play. Just to break down what I'm talking about, guys. Oh yeah, if you guys can't hear me, if I sound a little muffled, it's because I'm straightening my teeth. For a good portion of my life, guys, I had a gap. Well, for all of my life, I had a gap. And I'm just now changing that. So my voice may sound a little muffled. If it's too bad, let me know. I will take the aligners out. All right. All right, so let's play this video full screen. Let's do it. Full screen. We're gonna get into this video.
Message.
Rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear.
Oh my god!
Man is scary.
Oh my god!
With a bear.
What I've heard about bears, they don't always attack you, right? Unless you like fuck with them. So maybe a bear.
Stupid.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
Stupid.
Oh, 100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say, but
Stupid.
Definitely a bear. Some men are very scary out there.
Stupid.
A bear. I would say a man.
Would you
Last one actually said a man. So you got one correct answer. But really, I think, let me just speak on this real quick. This really highlights the delusion of women, and at the same time, it also highlights the type of image men have, or the image men are being portrayed as within society, bro. Like, it's crazy. You think you're actually safer in a forest with a bear instead of a man? And this all comes back because they think men are dangerous. They see all these stats and these numbers saying how, oh, men do all these horrific crimes onto women on college campuses and on the street. They're so abusive. They're a threat to society, right? Yeah. But if it wasn't for the men who took the time out to want to protect and give you a home, industrialize and modernize this society, this peaceful, comfy society that you have now, the bears would have killed you off. The bears would have killed off most people. So if it wasn't for the invention of man and the passion men have to want to protect and provide, right? We want to protect you from those things that go bump in the dark. We want to protect you from those sounds at night. If it wasn't for that masculine drive and that essence to want to protect and provide, we wouldn't have created this type of society. So just to shine a little bit of light there, you know, we're being portrayed. Most men are being portrayed as this negative thing, this negative image in society, when overwhelmingly most men are here to protect you. Most men would protect you. Most even random men would protect most random women. If you flip that, most women aren't protecting most men. Like, come on, get out of here. So they wanted to bring up of course, they're going to bring up stats. They're going to bring up numbers about how violent men are to women. But honestly, when you look at relationships and you look at lesbian relationships, the rate of domestic abuse towards each other, women on women, is much higher. So that's just one stat I want to put out there. There are men who do hurt women, unfortunately, you know, but there's also a lot of guys who would give their lives up to protect the women of society. So let's go back. All right, let's play this one.
Be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear.
Man is scary. With a bear.
What I've heard about bears.
That's the video. All right, let's play this one. This is another interesting one, right? Basically, do women need men?
Let me ask you a question.
Go for it.
Would you rather
I like
get
it.
5 million?
Wrong clip. Of course, like, for example,
24-year-old woman fighting off her attacker inside a gym at a Tampa apartment complex. She is thrown to the ground but does not give up.
The moment I would try to call 911, he would try to grab my arm or he was grabbing me. And I was like, okay, at this moment, I can't call 911. So I got to fight this out for the moment.
Nashali Alma says she was exercising alone last month around 9:30 at night inside the gym at the Oaks of Woodland Park Apartments when she let the suspect in the gym. She says sometimes people forget their key fobs, so she didn't think twice. Alma is a bodybuilder and figured if she kept fighting, her attacker would get tired and give up.
That was my, thought the entire time, because the more fight you put in, I do believe they would get more tired because they see that, dang, this girl is
Embarrassing.
You can see at the end of the video, he was tired.
After struggling with him for more than a minute, she is able to break free.
I was overwhelmed with emotion, how proud I was
Falcon
that this
punch.
victim wasn't going to allow herself to be raped, and how hard she fought and the strength she had.
According to a criminal report affidavit, the next day, the suspect, Xavier Thomas Jones, knocked on another woman's apartment door, asking if she wanted to hang out because he thought she was pretty. Deputies say he entered her apartment, but the victim's fiance chased him away. After that encounter, deputies located and arrested Thomas Jones.
You have no idea who I am. You have clearly been watching me from the outside of my apartment, and you just...
All right, let's stop the shit. So that's just one example. Like, you know, this is why women would rather be stuck in the forest with the bear, because there's attackers. Yeah, there's fucking creepy guys out there. And, you know, shout out to her. She got away. Hit him with that
Falcon punch.
But honestly, in most situations, try to get away as fast as possible. Try to run. Don't try to fight a guy. Women, do not try to fight men. Try to run away as fast as possible. Yeah, shout out to her. She got away. You know, she did her thing. But that's not most men. Like, you know, that's just the reality of it. That's not most men. But are there bad men? Yes. There definitely are bad men. That's why you have good men. Let's go to Wow, how do I go to my bookmarks? Okay.
No, we don't.
Do we need map?
So this kind of highlights the image that men unfortunately have in today's society. Let's play the clip.
Do we need man?
No, we don't.
Do we need man?
No, we do. We do.
Do we need man? Do we need man? Do we need man? We need man. Do we need man?
We need what?
Man.
Yeah.
Do we need man?
Say what?
Do we need man?
I don't think so.
Do we need man?
Huh?
Do we need man?
No. Do we need men?
Do we need man? Do we need man?
I don't even know.
Do we need man?
Not really.
Okay.
We don't need them, but if it's happens.
Do we need man? Why not?
I don't need it.
Do we need woman? What? Do we need woman? Yeah. Do we need woman? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Do we need man?
No, we don't.
Do we need man?
No, we do. We do.
So yeah, you see the general image men have. Masculinity is under attack, guys. Like it's definitely under attack. You give someone the option to make their own money, the option to live on their own, the environment, the society, to be able to function, come out at night, not be afraid to wear whatever you want, to dress however you want, come out looking however you want. All built by men who have a strong passion and desire to protect and provide for the women of this country. And, you know, the lack of respect is just, we don't need men. You know, that's just the image men have right now in 2024. They don't need us. You know, we're not a requirement in the household anymore. And that's why podcasts like this exist. Voices like mine exist is because we're starting to fight back. You know, you do need a man. You do need someone in your life. You do need a masculine provider, influence on your children, a father, right? In all aspects of life, not just for your protection, but just guidance, dating, everything. There's just a huge, overwhelming level of disrespect for men. And masculinity is being attacked, man. And it's not going to go anywhere, you know? Misandry is perfectly okay in social media, but when you talk about, you know, what shouldn't be tolerated by women, they're going to label you a misogynist. So it is what it is, guys. You just got to keep fighting the fight. Don't be afraid to express your opinions. Don't be afraid to express your thoughts. You know, especially when you're looking for a partner who you can really settle down with. Don't be afraid to express who you are. Don't be afraid to have two different opinions on something. You can disagree on something and still cohabitate, still live together. There's no need for you to always give in and submit to her opinions and beliefs. You know, understand that if she weaponizes her body against you, that's wrong. You got to understand game is game, man. Like, you have to play the game correctly or you're going to lose. There's winners and losers. Unfortunately, there's winners and losers in love as well and in relationships. Now, I mean, so this whole would you rather be stuck in the forest with a man or a bear thing could be a little bit of a joke, but it could also be a high level of delusion. So I think most men, if asked the question, would they rather be stuck in the forest with a woman or a bear, they're going to say a woman, obviously, right? They're much stronger. But also, just to break down what a bear looks like and the size of a bear, how devastating this bear could be. You're not going to be able to take down a bear so easily. All right, let's play it. All right. So let's get some quick stats. A brown bear and a black bear, depending on where you are, right? Those are the two most common bears And was it like a polar bear or something? Right. Okay. The grizzly bear claws 10 centimeters long. All right. Basically, if you get scratched with that, you're leaking out Kool-Aid for a couple days, right? The black bear has a shorter front claw. Doesn't look that dangerous, but I think it's still going to do some damage. All right. These are some pictures. Got it. All right. So body size is unreliable for identification. All right. So just like color, body size is also not a reliable indicator for identifying bears. Most people tend to overestimate the weight and size of bears. Overestimate. I think they underestimate it. Okay. A typical adult female grizzly weighs 200 to 350 pounds. All right. That's twice the size of the average man. Okay. An adult male weighs 300 to 650 pounds. Okay. So almost 3 to 4 times the size of an adult male. An adult black bear, which can easily weigh 200 to 300 pounds, may not only weigh the same as a female grizzly, also be about the same height, 3 to 3.5 feet at the shoulders. Okay, so I think that's when it's on all fours. It's 3 to 3.5 feet. I know they're much bigger if they stand on their hind legs. Then, too, an adult male black bear will be much heavier and taller than a young grizzly. And just in case it isn't difficult enough yet, try to imagine yourself distinguishing a juvenile dark-haired grizzly from an adult cinnamon-colored black bear in dim light of an early morning. All right. I want the height of these bears. No height? Okay. Yeah, well, as you can see, bears weigh almost at minimum, I would say twice the size of an average guy. So put this into perspective. A woman's chances with the bear in the forest are slim to none. Okay. So a little bit of a joke, a little bit of a delusion, mix of both, right? And that's what you get from these answers. You can tell there's a little bit of truth in there, right? Based on those girls' answers on the video. A little bit of, oh, what would a man do to me in the forest? What would a bear do? Rip your freaking guts out. All right. But yeah, guys, we are gonna wrap this up here. This is a quick video, guys, on just highlighting what we're seeing right now in the dating market right now. What men are dealing with, dealing with a lot of delusion, dealing with a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, a lot of things, a lot of variables that you just can't control. Right. And you have to be aware of that as a man. You have to be aware of all that, especially with whatever women you're dealing with. And if you're dealing with multiple, then you got multiple emotions, multiple variables you got to deal with. You have to adapt. You have to adjust on the fly. You have to be very flexible. At the same time, you have to be rigid in your thought process, rigid in your confidence, rigid in knowing who you are. And just knowing that you're that guy, you're always going to be that guy, right? So, yeah. Guys, we're going to wrap this up here. This is a quick stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you guys want more. And, yeah, keep supporting me. Check me out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm going to give you guys more content, more guests, more everything, more thoughts, more opinions. I'm going to be breaking down my videos, my previous videos. And yeah, stay tuned for more content on the way, guys. But thank you for joining me. And we are out of here.